don't see a video, Brody.
Yep.
All right, we're recording. Hold on, let me see. I don't see a video yet. Hold on. It didn't pop up yet. Hold on. I just want to make sure we good. Where you at, Jules? Where you at? There you go. All right. All right, so it's recording. My brother, what's happening today? How you feeling, dog?
Man, let's get to
so,
it.
so the word on the street is, bro, your boy J.Cole done went on stage and made a statement, man. Did you hear what he
Yeah,
said?
J Fold. J Fold. That's what the fuck. That's what they calling this nigga.
But why they calling him J Fold, bro? Because he went on stage and apologized to Kendrick? Like, what's up? Like, what's wrong
Yeah,
with that?
no, cause
What's wrong with
no,
that?
cause he'll shoot at, cause he'll shoot at me, the lower tier MC, and won't say a shit to the nigga. He said it. He said, "You want smoke? Say my name." Well, the nigga said your name, man. He said these niggas is talking out their neck. First line. I'm getting right to it. These niggas. Who are these niggas?
Mm.
Thank you. See, yeah, you're getting right to it, nigga. He's letting you know. He says time for him to prove that he's a problem. Okay, you've been talking this. I want the man on shit for 4 years. Well, it's here. What's up, nigga? Or is
But
that just
what?
entertainment?
So let's back up a second. So what I'm hearing that he said on essentially online, if I paraphrase for a little bit, he's saying basically like, look, man, I went on a tangent and kind of just jumped off the roof. Jumped off the cliff a little bit. I was trying to diss my boy, who I call my man's, my boy, whatever type of relationship they got. He didn't really want to diss him, so he kind of sent the leg shot on his last album. Might delete later, but
So then you should have stayed quiet if
and
you ain't
that's
really
that's that's
want to
where
diss
I'm at
him
with
or
it,
have no
bro.
smoke with him.
That's where I'm at with
Like
it.
you could have just stayed quiet, bro. Like that, like because all right, he shot at both of y'all, but the verse was mainly geared towards Drake. Number one.
Right.
Number two, he's been shooting at Drake for years, and Drake won't bite. Number three, like I said, if he said in one of his records, I think it was Middle Child, he was like, if I got smoke, if I come at a rapper, it won't be for clout, it won't be for fame, like it'll be some real shit. Well, this isn't necessarily like real beef, real street shit, and that's why I'm getting aggravated with people too, though, because everybody keep talking about,
What you
oh,
aggravated about?
he don't want to beef, because everybody keeps saying, oh, he don't want to be a part of the beef, and it's not real beef. Yeah, nigga, nobody's saying it's beef. Like beef is real. Like Biggie said it, bro. What Biggie said? What's beef? Beef is when you know the line I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's just not
So
coming to my head right now. Like no, it's not real beef. Nobody wants to see blood. Nobody wants to see oh, it's wartime, like he said on stage. Like all of that shit is tongue in cheek, my nigga.
mm-hmm.
Everyone knows you niggas ain't really gonna take it to the street level, and we don't want to see y'all take it to the street level. But for the competitive sport of it, for the simple fact that y'all are two of the nicest MCs ever,
Mm-hmm.
hell yeah, go ahead, duke it out. Throw some lyrical shots at each other. What's wrong with that? Nobody's saying you gotta, yo, Kendrick, suck my dick. No one's saying that, nigga. But you can definitely say what he said in 7 Minute Drill, which is, yo, your last shit was tragic, your second one was ass, and they gassed it. Like you could say that.
mm.
That's not out of bounds, my nigga. Like, come on, bro. It's rap is a competitive sport. You've been saying for the past 4 years, oh, if niggas is sleeping to no Bill Cosby shit, then fuck them. Huh? So your spirit, matter of fact, shout out to Bomani Jones. If y'all don't know who Bomani Jones is, he's a sports writer.
Mm.
He wrote on Twitter, wait, you don't want to battle because your spirit's conflicted, but you had no issue. Your spirit was okay with making a song on the last project that said, hide your bitch.
I'm glad you
You
brought
feel
that.
me? Just,
I'm glad you brought that
yeah,
point up.
like your spirit's conflicted, but you got no problem hopping on a song and niggas basically thought you was coming at Benny the Butcher. Oh, the guns and the drug bars that y'all relying got these nerds thinking they hard as I am. Like, bro, you have been saying for the past 4. Matter of fact, what I just said in the LA Leakers freestyle. If niggas are sleeping in no Bill Cosby shit, so fuck them. That you ain't got no. Your spirit's okay with saying that line
I get that.
when Bill Cosby's the start of the whole Me Too movement. What
So
is we talking about, bro?
let's
Like,
back.
I hate when. Go ahead.
I was gonna say let's back up a second, right? So to my knowledge, or at least from let me give you my opinion, right? So my opinion is when it comes to this rap beef, or when it comes to just I guess disagreements in this rap world, it's not fair. I hate when people try to make it seem like, oh, it's not fair, it's not this, it's not that. It ain't supposed to be. Like, that's the whole point of it. It ain't supposed to be, right? We're at a disagreement. I don't really know of anybody who has disagreements who really, I guess, plays it fair and nicely. Like, you feel me? So with that being said, number one, when you come out to
See,
diss, and
but
hold on, let me finish these points.
yeah, go ahead.
When you come out to diss anybody, you have to be ready to really go at them. Like, otherwise, don't say nothing, right? So with that being said, it's like, yo, if you want to feel like you try to dish your man's in a I guess a polite way, or you felt pressure to even say anything at all, bro, then you not really the elite rapper, or even I guess as a person as stable as you are saying you are to be, right? Or as healed as
See,
you are
but
saying to be, in my opinion.
right, and what people keep getting misconstrued is because one of my mans keeps saying, "Oh, yeah, if it ain't no real issue, then it ain't beef, and it's not gonna be a good battle." That's bullshit. That's bullshit because no one's asking y'all to really beef. No one's asking for any real animosity underneath it all. We're literally saying skill for skill. Out rap him. That's it. Prove your pen. That is it. That is all. When I'm on the basketball court and me and you playing one on one, you're trying to beat me, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't trying to hurt me, get me injured, but you are gonna try and score more points than me.
Mm-hmm.
So all of this shit about, oh, well, friends can't really battle is bullshit. Because when I'm on the court, I'm trying to win the game so I can have those bragging. Excuse me. So I can have those bragging rights, and that's literally all it's about. Everyone's making this shit bigger than what it is, and it's pissing me off because when a nigga start bringing his spiritual journey in it, you can't really question him. And I don't want to disrespect how he feels in his spirit because I truly don't know because I've been through my own situations with music. I'm not gonna go into too many details, but you know, where if shit don't sit right with your spirit, then you can't keep going forward with the process. And I do understand that, and I do respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, you know, um, some things didn't sit right in my spirit, and it was hard for me to continue going forward to where the situation just pretty much ended up dissolving.
Yeah.
So I can understand that, but at the same time, God starts wars. God is conflict. He's not against conflict. In the Bible itself, it says Jacob wrestled with God and was later blessed to become Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The Israelites, Moses had to turn against his, well, not his family. Moses was an Israelite, but he was raised by the Egyptians. He had to turn against the Egyptians who raised him, treated him well, like one of their own, to save his Israelite family.
Mm-hmm.
But he did it anyway because he dealt with the conflict to get to, you know, the greater goal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The Israelites were in the desert for 40 days, 40 nights in order to get to the promised land.
Mm-hmm.
So conflict is just a part of the journey. Now, if it's truly something that goes against your moral compass,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I can understand that and I can respect that. But at the same time, if you are saying, I want to be the top tier pen, I want y'all to look at me as the best MC because I believe that in my heart,
Mm-hmm.
okay, then you might have to knock your mans off in order to get there.
Mm-hmm.
It's two ways you can look at conflict. You can look at it how he did, where I feel conflicted and I'm not moving on my own accord because I don't really want to do this, but everybody else is trying to pressure me to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. But you can also look at it in the sense of how I just said it. Well, I do want to be top dog. And to be the top guy, I may have to cut my mans down a little bit. Not in a sense of, not in a grimy sense, you
Mm-hmm.
know, a fucked up sense where I'm like taking his head off and killing him. Nah. But I may have to showcase
So
that my
God.
ability, that's what I'm saying. Like, I may have to just showcase that my ability is better than yours in order to get to where I want to go. And me personally, I feel like Cole missed the message that God was giving to him. I don't feel like you were
Yeah.
conflicted, so you want to withdraw. Because if we're being honest, by him doing that long ass speech on stage, you ruined your own legacy by doing that.
Yeah.
When you honestly, you could have just put out 7 minute drill and never addressed it again, because it wasn't a hit 'em up, it wasn't a who shot you, it wasn't that. It was literally light jabs, trying to keep it friendly, like you said. Even though it may not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I try not to. I don't want to like disrespect no one's spiritual journey and their personal relationship with God. I get that, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of people use that shit as a cop out.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone talking now like, oh, it's maturity and we need maturity and da, da, da. Like, nigga, no, these young dumbass drill niggas need maturity,
Mm-hmm.
because y'all are literally committing crimes, putting it on record, and then smoking on a dead op. Y'all niggas need maturity, not
Mm-hmm.
these two niggas who consistently uplift the culture with their music, who consistently promote positivity. All we trying to see is top tier wordsmanship. That
Mm-hmm.
is it, bro.
Right.
Everybody else is making this shit deeper than what it is, and then trying to paint this whole picture of, his spirit and God and da 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 da. Bro, like I just said, God start wars, my nigga. God conflicts you. Matter of fact, God allowed the devil to test Job and strip him of everything in order to test his faith.
That's right.
Okay, then. So clearly, God's not against conflict. Clearly, the
Mm-hmm.
only way you progress is to go through conflict.
Right.
So go through the conflict. Deal with the conflict. We're not saying you got to shoot at this man and discredit his career, but search deep inside yourself and find some words to make a dope ass rhyme.
So
So
here's
fucking hard about that.
well, I'm glad you said that, right? So here's my take on a few things, right? So to address
Yeah.
that very last one about what's so hard, maybe because you as a rapper maybe can actually do that and have that ability to actually come at somebody, and it really might not be that difficult. Of course, we can't calibrate that for everybody, and I'm not saying nothing against him personally.
I've never been through. I've never been through a
Nah,
rap beef,
feel me, feel me.
so I can't say
So
what I would do. Go ahead.
that makes it even better. So feel me on this, right? So as far as it being easy or hard or difficult, to mention Charlemagne the God, right? I seen a clip from Breakfast Club, and basically Charlemagne was
Nah, he made sense.
so feel me, right? So let me just say, Charlemagne the God essentially said he's on J.Cole's side because one, obviously, you don't know what he's going through, and if he wants to, I guess, kind of like put his healed foot forward, I would say, then what's wrong with that, right? And again, on certain aspects, that's fine, but where I feel like that's the issue for this current situation is, if that's the case and you talk about healing and spiritualness, you should have never said anything. You should just call that man's phone.
At all.
Call his manager. Let me holler at let me holler at KDot. Let me holler at Kung Fu Kenny because he wilding. He must think that something's different. And let me holler at him. Nah, son. Like, you should just never said. Then on top of that, what Envy and other people were saying of why his disc came across so light. Like, bro, when I first heard it, I called you. Like, yo, it was. He kept it cute. I could tell right off a rip. Especially when on other tracks you come off as you that nigga. You come off like you number one, numero uno. You can't. Who want to rap with me, right, bro? Somebody wants to rap with you, and it just happens to be your man's. Now, what I also mean by that is, you got sympathy for your man's, but your man's don't give a fuck about you.
Exactly.
So what
He
are
got.
they doing
He's
at it?
just as spiritual as you are. He's the one that made an entire album telling black folks y'all Israelites. He just made another album, Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper, where it was talking about all types of shit that's not promoted in today's rap world.
Mm-hmm.
And he's jumped out the window and said, "Oh, these niggas talking out their necks.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's get it, bro. Fuck the big three, nigga. It's
Guilty.
just big me." Like, he, for the sport of it, he took it there,
Mm-hmm.
and he ain't disrespect. He ain't like really violate and say, "Yo, suck my dick, fuck your mom," or no shit like that. He kept it. He kept it rap. You know what I'm saying? He put a little aggression and energy in it, but he kept it rap and said, "Hey, fuck it, let's rap then. Let's go. Let's go for the sport." He
Well,
did the same shit in the Control verse.
you know what though? To be fair,
Huh.
right? Interpretation is a motherfucker because technically he did say at the end, K with all these, what he say? K with all these nines, that's a pet cemetery. We can take that as he may not have been talking about guns, like really killing the nigga, but think about it. K with all those nines, he either talking about AKs or he's
Nah,
talking about K9s, like coming to kill, lay all your dogs down.
nah. That's just a flip. That's just a flip on Drake's album being for the dogs.
Right.
That's
Well,
it.
duh. That's the point, bro. Like that's why he said it's a flip. But the point is, with that flip, we
Yeah, but see, but
somebody could
yeah,
interpret
but no,
it
no, no.
as that,
Yeah,
right?
but those is idiot niggas, and we don't pay attention to idiot niggas, bro.
Well, why would they be idiots, bro? Because we can take something else and
Because
say,
any nigga, because any see, but that's the shit I was telling you earlier when I forgot what you said something about like you gotta watch what you say or who you say it next to or some shit. That's the idiot, self-absorbed street shit that niggas be on, and that's why they don't never elevate past the fucking hood. That's idiotic shit. Anybody who knows Kendrick's discography, anybody who knows J. Cole's discography or Drake's discography, anybody pays any who doesn't live under a rock and pays attention to these three musically, come on, man. You know he ain't really on no. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at you niggas and get you niggas, kill you niggas and get y'all buried for real. Like, nah, shit. Honestly, I would feel that would be more of Drake saying some dumb shit like that because he walk around thinking he a real mob boss. You feel me? Like he always throwing that in a bar. Oh, you know, I have Chubbs come see you or some shit. Like we never hear that from Kenny and J. Cole.
mm-hmm.
So that's why I say you gotta ignore idiot niggas sometimes.
So my point along with that is, right, to be fair, because with certain things we say, bro.
And that's another reason, not to cut you off, but that's another reason why I'm so upset about this shit because all the mainstream promotes is street shit. All the mainstream promotes is street shit. All we've ever seen in rap beefs up until now is street rappers, and they egg it, they egg it, they egg it, they egg it, they egg it till someone gets hurt. This was the opportunity for the conscious rappers, the conscious community, the people who champion words and lyricism and make you think a little bit when they rap. This was our chance to get to the forefront and shine a different light on the game where, yeah, see, we can keep it competitive, keep it rap, go home at the end of the day, shake hands like men. Nobody got to die. That's what this should have been. That's what I was hoping for. Every time I listen to that goddamn apology, bro, I get more and more mad, bro, because nah, that shit really angers me every time I hear it, bro. I swear it do. It's like, and then he did the whole cop out where, oh, you know, I got my chin out. I'm gonna take it on the chin, do what you do. It's all up. Shut
See,
the fuck up, nigga.
yeah, nah, for real. But
Like what?
here's the thing, though, bro. Right?
Like, bro.
Hold on, real quick, right? So here's
And
the
I
thing.
love you, Cole. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I love you. I love you. You a
Nigga,
big inspiration to how I make
nigga,
music. So
nah,
don't
nah,
get it
bro.
twisted.
No, no,
But
don't try to switch up that nigga Colt. He on his way,
well, I
bro.
mean, yeah, he might. I'm a lower tier MC. He'll shoot at me.
Nah, listen though, right? So, um, I feel you on what you're saying. I really do. So, I feel at least feel happy, or at least where I'm standing on like I guess the pushback would be when people talk about what it should be instead of what it is. Sometimes that pollutes thing, or at least it puts blinders over people, right? Because again, the essence of beef isn't to be polite, isn't to come together, or necessarily to come together.
But
Now,
that's what I'm saying.
no,
This
hold on, hold
ain't
on, hold on,
beef.
hold on. Rat beef. We're talking about.
Everybody's using the wrong word, bro.
Hold on. Excuse me, Kendrick for certainly sent a diss that we can both, I'm sure we can agree to a diss, right? So even if it's not beef, we'll say he sent a diss, basically saying "f you" to a degree, right? It doesn't have to be "f you" all the way, Cole. Yeah, I'm shooting at Drake, but you standing next to him, you on the track again. Interpretation. J. Cole, he might not have been looking for the smoke from anybody, right? But again, you on the track, you saying you that nigga. I'll rap with anybody. The track I'm on with one of your ops, KDot. You know what I'm saying? One and
Nigga
again,
said right now I feel like Muhammad Ali.
bro. All right, so I'll let you have that. So let's just say that's the only bar that you feel, was even that. It's like, hey, shout out to you, bro. But and I'm not saying Cole is wrong, but it's like, all right, shout out to you, bro. But at the end of the day, I'm better than you, my nigga. And if if Kendrick wanted to come back and say, well, you my boy, but no, you're not, then what? Like, nigga, we gonna have to prove that, right? So the point is that you came at Cole. You came at Drake. Cole was on the track. Cole came back on his album, right? Because he felt pressure to do it. I guess he's saying, and now we at where we at. Cole, you should have just never said nothing. You should just call that man's phone, sent that man an email, a pen pal letter or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you should have did instead of. And the thing about it is too, bro. I think what people, in my own opinion, shit gets fucked up. That's like going to a fight, right? And then even if it's with my man's, and it's like, I was swinging on him. I wasn't really trying to like hit him like that, but I was just, no, nigga, if he's actually stepping to me, I'm about to really knock him out. Now, after the fact, once he gets picked up, then it's like, look, bro, look, man, we shouldn't do that no more. I was mad, you was mad, fuck it. But in the middle of it, no. Right? So, also, what should have happened is, if anybody's going to apologize, I would apologize after the fact. Because, again, Cole didn't start this shit. Supposedly, KDot started it. So, if KDot started it, shot first, Cole responds, it should have been KDot saying, you know what, bro, we boys, man, fuck all this. And then Cole could have came on stage like he did. Yo, y'all seen what I, yo, shout out to my people, yo, but you know what? Dead all that shit. We did this, we did that. We called it truth. Fuck it. Like, that's what it should have been. Not in the middle. That's like, somebody snuffing me. I snuff them back to instantly pop. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Look, I was just upset. Nigga, fuck that. I don't want to hear that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit.
I just feel like people are using. I feel like words have power, and I feel like we're all using the wrong word. It's not beef, and that's why I feel it left that out for him to do what he did and apologize and say, "Nah, I'm good," because nigga, because beef comes with a different connotation. That's why I like the word battle, because that's all this shit is. It's a sparring of lyrical titans, or it should have been, and shit. KDot mentioned first person shooter in the like that verse. So we can argue first person shooter was the first shot or what sparked it. Because he said it. He said these niggas talking out their necks. He said, what he say? He said first person shooter, I crash out. These niggas clicking up like, so he's obviously responding to that.
What you just said added to my point. Like what you just said added to my point earlier about interpretation. Again, we don't know that, but it could be interpreted that could be it. So, and I could say, well,
right, fine.
You know I mean? Yeah,
I'm fine. I'm not saying you're wrong there. Well, all I'm saying is basically we're using the wrong word. It's not beef. It's literally just a lyrical battle, and I feel like for someone who has been saying for probably the past 4 years, killing every single feature he's been on, who's been saying, yo, he said it on My Delete Later. I'm the one that niggas fear on the low ski. Because they know I'm on a tear that they don't see. My dogs only shed tears and emojis. Like, nigga. Well, someone's showing you, hey, man. Someone is showing you, hey, man. You got to let them words. I'm ready. What's up? And then it's like, I'm conflicted. I love you, dog. I want, huh? Man.
So on that point, I think we both agree. We definitely shouldn't. We don't want to hear all that apology shit, at least until a certain point in time. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I think that's what we can agree on. We don't want to hear that apology.
I don't want to hear it at all unless it's a situation like what was the situation? Jay and Nas, where he had to apologize because his mother heard something and mentioned, she wanted him to apologize because of what she heard. In that case, I can understand you apologizing because, that was a little crazy. That line was a little crazy, bro. Like, you brought a whole child in it and the baby moms and all that. So I can understand an apology there. But in an apology for this record where all you really said was, my music is better than yours and you really don't want to do this with me. But if you're going to do it with me, be prepared that I'm going to bury you. Like, that's nothing you need to fucking apologize for. Like, it
I agree. So,
like what he did with 7 Minute Drill was the appropriate response. Because it was light enough.
Not in my opinion.
In my opinion, it was because it was at first when I heard it, I'm like, oh, come on, Cole, this too light. You went too light on him. But after I kept listening to it, I kept hearing a couple other people's opinions to it. I thought back to how the like that verse was. it is the appropriate response because it's light enough to where, I'm not getting dirty in the mud, I'm not getting super disrespectful, but I am saying something to see, just to see where you at with it.
So let me ask you, what do you think he's saying?
Cool.
Cole, what do you think? In that freestyle or whatever song, what do you think he's saying? His point.
It's 7 minute drill.
Mm-hmm. The diss track, yes.
He said it.
No, I'm asking
He
you.
said
What is
it.
your interpretation of it? That's what I'm asking you.
I just said it. I just said it. Like, I'm checking your temperature. I'm
Okay.
seeing where you at. That's
So,
all. I'm just seeing where you at. Little
so
warning shot to back you down. See if you jump. See what you want. I'm just trying to see what you want because I haven't spoken to you, so I don't really know.
So boom. With that being said, right?
And I don't really want to go at you if there's no real reason to go at you. So I'm gonna throw this out just to kind of see what you want because you did mention my name. You did mention F the Big Three. Like you did, what I mean. You took a couple jabs, so let me take some jabs back. Keep it cute. Keep it friendly.
See what I'm saying?
Not
No, you can't.
and then see where we go with it. No, you can. You can. That's like
Well, let me give my
all right.
opinion.
That's like
Let me give my reason why you can defend it. Right? I don't agree with that at all. This is why. So the reason why I don't agree with that is because one, again, if you're gonna, that's way too much. Like again, if you're mad or upset that let's just say again, we'll leave it as a fight, a battle, right? It's not really beef or people. Even if you're cool, I don't fought friends before and all that, right? So it's like you could have a battle, but the point is, if my friend wanted to fight me, especially if he started it, now we don't know if first person shooter was the beginning, but we're gonna go by the like that because that is a clear shot. So if we're listening to like that, we know that Kendrick sent the shot. With all that said, bro, that's way too much. Yo, here I'm just letting you know. Here's a leg shot. No. First of all, the
no,
niggas. No,
not
wait,
necessarily.
hold on. I'm not finished. Wait, hold on. The nigga, as you like to say, he sent the leg shot to keep it cute, to test the waters to see where his people, all that shit you said. Fuck all that. First of all, if you gonna get into the fight, you need to go in knowing you ready to knock a nigga. Fuck a leg shot, nigga. Because if somebody's shooting at you, you not trying to spare a nigga. 48 laws of power, you put the flame all the way out. Stop playing with a nigga. That means you was playing with Kendrick. You was trying to test the waters. Fuck all that. Testing the water shit. Either send a diss track and really try to hurt this nigga feelings, or don't send it at all because that's not the time you're trying to be nice and polite. This war is bad.
Okay, but in a 12 round fight, you don't fight the 12th round like you do the first round. In a 4 quarter game, you don't come out delivering the knockout blow. You come, you know what I'm saying? The first quarter is to see what they running, how they playing us, and then we make our adjustments as we go along. It's strategic. So it's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel where you coming from because a part of me feels that way too, where you shouldn't play with a killer like Kendrick. But at the same time, I don't want to play all of my cards in the first hand. You feel me? Like
But that's not. See, what you're
so.
saying and what I'm saying is two different things. I'm not saying play all your cards in one hand. I'm not saying be
Yeah,
reckless.
you basically are.
No, and that's your.
You
That's how you.
basically are.
No,
You
I'm gonna
saying
tell.
you saying put the. You just said it. Put the fire out.
Right. So here's the difference of what you're saying, right?
So that's playing on your hand. That's putting the fire out.
I'm gonna explain it. How you taking it? Cool, take it that way. But I'm just gonna give you from my side of it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the whole situation needs to be strategized from the beginning, right? So, and this isn't exactly a boxing match, exactly. But again, we're talking about a battle of some sort, right? So again, you're gonna go in with some type of strategy. If you don't, that's just not wise at all. Any type of battle, right? With that being said, you're gonna go in saying, "Look, bro, well, whoever, I'm ready. I'm ready." Dude done sent a shot at me. I'm not going in and looking around. I mean, yeah, I'm looking around to see, to check my environment, to look around to see what's happening. But once I study my target, once the shot's on you, bam! I'm not trying to hit you with a leg shot, to hit you with a chest shot. No, I'm trying to, if I can, get up on you, bam, hit you in the
Okay
head.
then. So you literally just said the same thing again. You are playing all of your cards in the one round where you don't necessarily have to do that. Now Kendrick's a killer, so I'm not gonna say it's unwise to do that because you don't want to play with killers, right? Like you don't want
Right.
to
So
give
what are we
Steph
talking about,
Curry.
buddy?
You don't listen to what I'm saying. You don't want to give Steph Curry unlimited looks at the basket, but at the same time, it's a 4 quarter game. So We can't come out and use up all our 6 fouls on Steph Curry in the first quarter, and now he's got 3 other quarters to work with, and he's lighting us up for 60 points. No, we got to come in. We got to come in. Make it tough on him on the first. See how he adjusts. Let's say, now just to use a basketball analogy, let's say, Steph's running off screens, but we stopping all of that. We meeting him at every turn when he comes off the screen. Okay, so in the second quarter, he puts the ball in his hand, and now he's running high pick and roll with Draymond. Oh, okay, so he tried to adjust us. So now we got to make another adjustment and guard this pick and roll action. You feel what I'm saying? But you can't come out like if I'm defending Steph Curry, I'm not giving up 6 fouls in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to save. I'm trying to save at least 4 for the second half because I'm going to be in for a long night.
So, with that being said, right, there's 2 things I want to address. So, thank you for giving that analogy, the basketball example. Here's the thing, though. Would you agree that obviously in basketball and all that, even boxing, there's an agreed amount of rounds or quarters, right? Either one or both. Like you go into it knowing there's 4 quarters. You go into it knowing there's either 2, 4, 6, 8 rounds, whatever what it is, right? You know that going into the fight, right? Or the match, right? Okay. The difference in what you're saying and then what I'm saying is, like you said, part of it, you playing with a killer. You don't play with killers. You try to kill that nigga off a rip. You don't try to spare his life and wait for later. But the other part of it is, we don't know if there's going to be 12 rounds. This is not something that's already pre-calculated rounds or pre-calculated quarters. You go into a basketball game with knowing there's 4 quarters, 12 minutes a quarter. In this, it's you send a shot, you don't know if Cole's going to respond, but Cole did respond. And you're trying to knock him out that's the point. You're trying to knock him out in the first round so he can't say nothing back at all. But if he does say something back, we're going to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't die, we're just going to keep trying to put the flame out. But the goal is to put it out that one time. You're not playing with a killer. You're not playing
like that. All right, so hold on. All right, so we'll look at Drake and Push. Mm-hmm. Push baited him with infrared. He baited him with infrared. Let me see what you do. Right. What this nigga do? He came back with Duppy, which was a great joint. Yeah. Everybody, all the Drake fans was like, yeah, he got pushed the fuck up out of here. And then what Push do? Dropped a bomb in the second round or in the third round with Storia Adidon. Had this nigga like, you talked about my friend. You can't talk about my friend. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So if by your logic, Push could have dropped Adidon first and ended everything. But he didn't. He had a game plan. All right then. So that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, you don't know how long it could go because, yeah, all right, we got a pre-planned 4 quarters, but this game could go into overtime if Steph Curry get hot.
It could.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So what I'm saying is, if you can knock him out in the first round, okay, I'm not mad at that approach. Do it. Do so. Mm-hmm. But you have to remember killers like Curry, like Kendrick. He ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna knock them out in the first round. It's rare. It's not gonna happen, bro.
And here's the difference.
It's just not.
Here's the difference. If a Floyd Mayweather went up against a Floyd Mayweather, there is a possibility because they're of equal abilities, right? Because think about it like this: Drake took his first L to Pusha T. Before that, almost any time Drake was challenged, he was coming up as the victor on top, right? And we're not talking about the public perception of saying, oh, he's still cool in my book. We're talking about, no, that diss track compared to this one. Talking about this one compared to if he even came back. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying as far as, I guess as far as either Drake, in the killers and all that stuff. But let me just say, I do understand what you're saying as far as,
I understand what you're saying too. Like if you can get the killer out, get him out. That way you don't got a long day. If you can nip it in the bud, do so. But what I'm saying is,
I get what you're saying, brother.
When most killers, you ain't gonna do it. Most killers, you ain't gonna do that. So.
But that's what a killer has to meet a killer. That's all basically. It's not guaranteed. I'm not saying that whatsoever. It's guaranteed that you're gonna kill a killer just because you're a killer. But if a killer gets somebody who's not, that's a very uneven match, and this killer's probably gonna take out this dude over here. You feel what I'm saying? Or a mediocre / someone who's not a skilled rapper might, you know what I mean? Or even if you skilled, if you don't have that attitude, because being a killer is more than attitude than anything. It's how you think and feel, right? So just because, Kendrick, let's say his stature, he's only so tall, but again, let's just say the words he uses, how he puts them together, like no one can compete with that as well as he can. So that's what lyrically makes him a killer. So it's like if you can lyrically go up against him in that nature, then yeah. Or even if you can use the words the same, like for example, Twista is a fast rapper, but maybe Twista and Kendrick don't think the same way. You know what I mean? Maybe Kendrick is more of that killer mentality, to where if it came down to a battle, Kendrick might be able to beat out somebody who has a little bit more ability or not. Who knows? But it's really about the attitude, in my opinion. So if Cole, because obviously he has the ability, if Cole had the mindset like, fuck this nigga, he came at me, I'm coming at him. Now, if he wants to come back after this diss track, then we gonna keep it rolling.
Come here, Kai.
Until he stop.
Come on.
I miss you.
I miss you too. Get in the car.
Okay.
You gotta be quiet though.
Yeah, so with that being said, bro, yeah, man, definitely a lot of good
Be quiet.
points. A lot of great points.
Yeah.
I think with
I
that
want
being
to
said,
go
bro,
to
we should
park.
save it till next time,
Right,
alright?
please.
Alright? I think we should
Huh?
I think we should
Right,
pick this up
please.
next conversation. I think we touched on a lot of good points.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I do want to
Um,
ride the swing.
I think that we
I
should
want
next
to
time
ride
we
the
connect,
swing.
we should see what the people are still thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, we see what they thinking about it. People
Well,
are
I'm talking
weird.
about after the fact is like, because you don't know if Kendrick somebody gonna come back or what else. You know what I
Be
mean?
back.
So,
Be back.
but yeah, definitely a good conversation with you, Crown Julz.
Fine.
Is there anything, let's say, you got coming out, or anything you want people to know that to look out for you? Any merch, any type of anything you want people to look out for?
Nah, not at the moment.
Yeah, man. Got any social media tags or anything where people can find you?
Everything is crown_Julz.
Word.
That's my IG.
Yes, sir, yes,
Facebook
sir.
is just crown Julz, no underscore. And that's it, really. I don't really be on nothing else.
Yeah, I got you, dog. But yeah, man, we'll pick it up next conversation, hopefully next week. And yeah, I mean, boy JDub the Genius here, conversation with Crown Julz. It's been fire, y'all. We're gonna check in with you a lot later.
Okay. Here's close.